Hudson, Western Bergen, Eastern Bergen, Western Essex, Eastern Essex, Western Union and Eastern Union, and the following areas in New York: Orange, Putnam, Rockland, Northern Westchester, Southern Westchester, Manhattan, Bronx, Staten Island, Brooklyn, Northwest Suffolk, Southwest Suffolk, Northern Queens, Northern Nassau, Southern Queens, Southern Nassau, Northeast Suffolk and Southeast Suffolk. High wind warning remains in effect until 6 p.m. this evening. West winds 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts 45 to 60 miles per hour. Where? Entire tri-state area. When? Until 6 p.m. this evening. Impacts due to wet soil and most trees with leaves still on them. Strong winds may...
Good morning, everybody. We made it. We made it through the storm. That was just the absolute worst storm we've ever been in. Let me see if I could show you some pictures. I don't know if we can, from Wendy, what we've been going through.
And today's Saturday. This started, let's see, when did we leave?
It was 4 days ago.
Yeah.
4 days ago, we were pinned down. We left Northport, Long Island, and we sailed over on a beautiful day. It was, I guess you could literally say, the calm before the storm.
Absolutely.
So we were just kind of just pinned down here. So the day we got here, we went to the grocery store and stocked up on food and everything and water, and well, we already had water, but it was just a I've never been through a nor'easter or any, because we're new to this, and we want to get back down south as quick as possible, but we've just been pinned down from this northeastern, and so we came into Port Washington here, and we dropped the hook, and everything was beautiful until that night. so just to show you what we were dealing with, this is what the windy report looked like. And if you ask me, that kind of looked like a hurricane to me, but
the glare on the screen.
Yeah, the glare. There we go. Yeah, we can do it like this. So it just started coming, and we're up in the Long Island Sound, and wrong way, this way, and it looks kind of like a hurricane. And these, if you're a sailor, you probably understand windy and what you're looking at. But this is what we were going through: gusts and the winds were sustained over 20 to 30, gusting, I don't know what I did there. Anyway, gusting to over 40 and 50 knots. So it was kind of ridiculous. We just want to get the hell out of here, but we're pinned down. We want to, try to make the Caribbean season, but we got to go home and work on our rental property.
So the waves are coming crashing off of the bow of the
sailboat. So in the beginning, it was like, okay, it's blowing 30. We're good. We're anchored down and everything's good. And then it started getting real. Then it started getting really real. So we're sitting in the boat and we are taking water over the bow. The waves are slamming the boat down and up and down. It was just absolutely insane. And so we drug, we anchored in 15 foot of water, and we had about 250 out. No, I mean 150 out. No, 120 out. And we drug about 75 yards back until we got into about 7 foot of water, where we finally
we stopped because we were very close to other sailboats at that point.
The $1 million yachts behind us probably would not be happy with us.
Yeah, they wouldn't like
the way we drug, but we finally stopped. And the only way I could really tell is we put waypoints on our chart plotter, and but the road would stretch, the anchor road would stretch. It would look like we'd get it, and then it'd pull back with the gusts and things like that. It was just really nerve-wracking. So at night, when it was at its worst in the 40 and 50 gusts, I went up topside, and we had the motor cranked up, and we were pulling shifts. Somebody was pulling a shift. So I would sit topside with my with a little coffee cup with some rum in it, and just to calm my nerves, and a beer, and I just I've been trying to quit smoking forever, but I just couldn't do it during this storm, and it was just too nerve-wracking for 4 days, man. And so I'm up there, and I'm like, look, babe, just this is a team effort. Now, you know, I'm going to pull a shift, and then you pull a shift, and the boat's rocking so hard, and little Snorri my snore over here, she said, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay down. I won't be able to go to sleep. I probably won't be able to sleep.
There's
the boat's
all kinds
just
of noises, you know.
Everything's rocking. Rock and roll. So, you know, I'm like, okay, sweetheart, you know, you lay down here and try to get a little bit of rest. And she's like, I won't be able to go to sleep. It's just rocking. It's too loud. So I go up there and I forget that my beanie and my glasses. I can't read the chart plotter without my glasses because I got bifocals and everything. So I wasn't gone 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I walk up there. I come back down and she... I don't know what it is. I mean, it don't matter what she just sleeps.
I just can go to sleep. I don't know why.
I wish
can just go to sleep.
I wish I could sleep like that. So, you know, I'm up there from it was just after dark until 3 in the morning, and finally, you know, I had the engine going, and with the waves coming over the bow. On anchor, the waves were going over the bow.
Tell them about the difference in the depth.
Yeah, I'm watching the depth gauge, and the depth gauge would go from 17 feet to 5 foot. Boom! And we hit in the mud, and they come back up, and it was absolutely insanity. It was the scariest thing that I know I've ever been through. I don't know if you know, again, we're new to this and everything like that, but
except for the hurricane last year in the house. But
yeah, hurricane in the house is pretty scary, but you know, you're in the U.S. I feel like you're pretty safe. I mean, there's ways to get around it or whatever, but in the boat, it's all you got is the boat right here, and it just the waves coming over the bow and everything was so scary. It was. I don't ever want to go through another one. And so after that, like on day 3, the storm would calm down. It would give you this little window here and there. And I was like, man, I just got to go get a pack of smokes, man. So I get in the dinghy with all my foul weather gear on, my hat and everything, and I'm PFD, and instead of sitting on the seat, I'm sitting down in the bottom of the dinghy holding on, and I'm over across, and I have to go up into the wind so it'll drag me down, and because we only got a little 3.5 on the back of it, and so finally I get back and everything. It was a pretty rough ride. It was fun as hell. Honestly, I had a blast. It was,
I told him it was crazy.
And anyway, I get back to the boat and I'm happy because I can sit up there on my night watch and everything and smoke my cigarettes at the time, and which is really bad. And maybe after this daggum storm, I'll be able to stop it. But man, I haven't had much sleep. I can't get rid of these bags under my eyes. So yesterday was kind of crazy because, you know, we just had enough of sitting on the boat and it's just getting slammed and slammed. It was still blowing about 20, 25 here and there. And we decided we just had to get off the boat. We just have to get off the boat. We need
your legs.
Gotta stretch your legs. You can only walk around a 43-foot boat so many times. I'm sure I've walked about 1,000 feet of 43 foot at a time on this boat, but not during the storm because you're staying inside the whole time. So yesterday we decided to go to town and maybe get some wings and a beer.
Mind you, it's still blowing 25.
Still blowing 25. It's rocking out there, and the dinghy is just going crazy. And so I'm down below, and I'm getting all my all my rain gear, like, you know, my pants, my bib, all this kind of stuff, and then a rain jacket over it, and I put my PFD on and everything, and my wife puts on a pair of jeans.
And a sweater.
A sweater. And as we're down below, here, as I'm putting all my gear on, I'm asking her, I was like, honey, are you sure this is what you want to wear? Now, you see what are you sure this is what you want to wear? And she says, yeah, I'll be fine. But yeah, okay. So this is what we're going to do. So, I got my backpack on with regular shoes in it, so I
notice the PFD until we get in the boat. And then he says, honey, don't you want a PFD? And I'm like, I am not getting out of this damn boat at this point.
Let me explain this part right here. So I've got my PFD on, all my foul weather gear, my beanie, sunglasses to protect my eyes, even though there was no sun hardly, you know, from the wind and from the rain. And as the boat's going up and down like this, we're still attached to the sailboat with the dinghy and the painter.
I'm trying to hang on.
She's trying to hang on, and I'm like, look, honey, you have haven't let go yet.
For dear life.
You still, you want to rethink anything? Maybe a PFD or a foul weather
At that
gear.
point, I was not getting out of that.
She had an extra
a
rain
death
jacket,
grip.
and she says, "I'll just cover up with this other rain jacket." Yeah,
It worked. It worked for me.
yeah, for her kneecaps. That's about it, because her ass was soaking wet when she got to the dock. Yep. Oh my gosh! So I mean, the boat was just wham and wham, and the dinghy going over. And again, it's only a 3.5, so it
the
took
waves are like crashing over us.
waves are just coming over the dinghy.
And I'm hiding under the raincoat.
Oh, it's too funny. No life preserver. And when we get to the, I'm just, it kind of, it stressed me out a little bit, because you can't, I mean, you can't make somebody do something they don't want to do. But I just wanted her to.
Next time he'll make sure I have it before we get
Yeah.
in the boat.
I mean, I felt okay in the fact that I have a throw in the dinghy, and then I had a preserver on myself. But we were talking, I was like, and other people, you might want to think about this too. I was like, well, sweetheart, now let's think about this. In a calm water day, with not very cold water, chilly water, with a pair of pants on, socks, boots, 2 sweaters, and a rain jacket, how long do you think you could swim in the water? I mean, think about that now. I mean, with all that gear on, you're not going to be, and in a panic situation, and she's telling me, she says, well, it's going to take me a minute to take off my boots. I'd have to take off my boots first, and then I'd have to get rid of my jacket. And I said, okay, now in a panic situation, you probably won't have that much time or anything. So I went along with it. I was hoping she'd learn a little valuable lesson to follow in my footsteps when I'm putting all this safety gear on and things like that. But I'm sure next time.
Yep.
Sure, next time she'll put on a preserver and all the right proper gear. She has really nice foul weather gear. I have junk gear.
Used to not having to have it for the dinghy ride, because normally it's a nice day that I honestly just didn't think about it.
But you could tell it was nothing nice about that day.
No, it was nothing nice about that day. Yeah, I definitely needed one.
Oh my gosh!
For those out there listening, make sure you have a PFD.
Oh my gosh! And then the way back, it was twice as bad, because we had to go up into the wind past the boat so we could get back to it. And then when we were coming into the boat, I mean, normally we could just cruise right on up to the boat and just leisurely grab the boat, but the waves are going bam, bam. So I'm doing everything I can to get it there. And then once we get to the boat, she grabs the boat and the dinghy's going on. So she's, I'm done. I'm saying that PFD sounds pretty good right about now, don't So I grabbed the boat too, and I pull on over, and I was like, get a loop on there and get off the dinghy, just get on a sailboat. And then we hand up the backpack and the junk and everything. Yeah. But man, we made it through it.
It was really good when we got back to the boat.
Yeah, we wanted beard wings, but we ended up coming back to the boat and having chickens or turkey noodle soup, and that she made
very good recipe
the night before. Is really warmed us up real good. And then we sat back and we watched the movies and we
found a really nice consignment shop here in Port Washington.
Port Washington,
nice.
And it's once you get up to the main town dock, you're gonna veer to the right, and then it's the first street up on your left, and it's right there. It's in the community center.
Yeah,
it's right in the community center. They've got movies galore, and you can go through there and you can
books
make your donation.
Too, but yeah, we hadn't bought any books.
Tons of books,
just the movies.
But it was a hell of a storm, but we did make it. We had a good time. My wife puts up with my flatulence. I put up with her snoring. We learned a lot about each other. But we did make it, everybody. But we love you guys, and for some reason I can only do a 15-minute video.
Farmers Market, here we come.
Farmers Market today, heck yeah. Well, we love you guys. We're getting ready to get our showers, get shaved up. We're gonna go hit land in calm seas.
Yes.
It's beautiful and sunny.
Oh, what a difference a day makes.
It's amazing.
Wow.
The emotions you go through: depression, anger, doubt, everything. Well, I do, because all she does is snore the whole time. Yeah. You don't see any bags under her eyes, do you? No, she's always looking so beautiful.
When the boat's starting to sink.
Yeah.
I'll start worrying.
I'll be pumping. But anyway, we love you guys. Weather window's coming for us to get our butts out of here. We'll be in probably Atlantic Highland next week, and this week
Cool
coming.
place too.
And
Nice.
then from there, hopefully straight to North Carolina, if not Virginia in the middle. We love you guys. Peace out.
Bye.
Sailing ever after, forever.